Okay, Hare Krishna. So, everyone know, right? Today, what is the topic about?
Revision.
Huh?
Revision.
Revision.
Yeah.
Yes. Most active devotee in our congregation. Yeah, it's a revision time. So we have finished 6 SSR sessions till date. Okay. So I know 1.5 hour session, 1.5 hour is the duration what we do. But before we start our revision or recap, I wanted to congratulate Rao Prabhuji. I really thankful that he has started a Bhagavatam study group from this week. Am I right, Prabhu? Right, Prabhu? So I wish Krishna, I really pray Krishna that Rao Prabhu brings lot of devotees and make or create interest in devotees towards attraction towards Bhagavatam. So let us hope for that, hope for the best, and let us in fact pray for him for getting more devotees attracted towards Bhagavatam with 3 loud Haribols. Haribol! 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 And I think the new members, I mean, actually I am not new in the sense, not only one Mataji, but I don't know, a lot of devotees might be having a doubt, what is this Haribol, Haribol, Haribol? It is something like, we appreciate in school with claps. Or there are some instances where in our Kendriya Vidyalaya, when anyone used to win, we used to say Hip Hip Hooray, like that we used to say. So like that, Haribol is a Vaishnava kind of appreciating devotees or any good endeavor made by any devotees to make other devotees come nearer to Krishna. So that's how we appreciate, by saying loud Haribol. It's one way of Haribol. Haribol, in English there are so many words, right? Single word would be acting as a noun, verb, adjective and all.
Cats.
Huh?
Cats.
Yes. So then there might be single word, there will be multiple varieties of cases. Like that, Haribol can be used in this way. And there are some Prabhujis who call their wives Haribol. They will call. Also, my Shiksha Guru calls his wife Haribol. And Palakarimbo, Haribol. And even someone Haribol, they will call. And if they are angry also, Haribol, they will call. So, like that, there are different expressions in Vaishnava thing. Say single Haribol can be used in multiple moods and things. Okay. So the thing is, that's one way. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for starting a session. And I would really love to come online one day to attend your session also, Prabhu. But with my official commitments in the weekdays, it's very difficult for me to come.
I sent to you.
Yes, Prabhu. I think I am seeing you are sending the summary of the classes happening. But I really wanted to attend one day in your class also. So hopefully all the devotees who are coming to this congregation also, we might start not in a reading sloka by sloka, but to start with a glimpse. We might start. It's a different plan for roadmap for future. So I really thank you once again, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So that's one thing. And now coming to recap, how are we going to structure today's session? Is I will give a recap of all the 6 sessions what has happened till date. First, then after that 6 sessions of recap, then we will invite questions. If you have any questions or any doubts in each of the sessions, then whoever is asking, I will request other devotees who are part of the congregation to answer that question. Okay, I might be really needing everyone's help here. I wanted to be a silent spectator today, so let me see to what extent I will be silent, but that's how we will do it. And don't worry, it's not that the recap should be happen only today. If your questions are not answered in today's session, then we will have a recap part 2 next week also. Okay, so we will start with the recap of first session. So what is the first session, by the way? Anyone remember what is the first session?
Something about Draupadi.
Draupadi.
My mom.
Okay. Yeah, Draupadi is a one-time session which we conducted where very highly educated Mata, very highly educated entrepreneur, and she's a head of the department of one Gurukul she is running along with her Prabhuji, Sudama Gopal Prabhu. So they are running a Gurukul, and she's very advanced. When I think she's doing PhD also now. So that's a one-time session. We invite monthly once or quarterly once from outside senior devotees. We invite to the congregation. So that's a different session. But yeah, first session, if you see, I don't know if you're able to read. In Search of Happiness. So in search of happiness is the first session what we did. Whatever.
I just make it a little more wide.
Okay, is it not visible? Oh, okay. Okay. So the first session was in search of happiness, and we have defined what are the 4 common activities. Generally, it is common in animals and humans. What are they? What are the 4 things which are common in animals and common activities which animals and humans perform? Eating,
Sleeping.
mating, sleeping,
Dying.
different. Yeah, these are the 4 things. Do you agree? Animals and humans do the same. Do you agree? Animals and humans, they do common all these 4 things, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, what is different, which separates humans from animals?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. What knowledge?
The knowledge of we know we can get feelings and learn from others, but animals does not.
No, animals also can learn. They also have feelings. Don't you think? If your pet dog is there, if somebody is hurting you, your pet dog would be coming and attacking that other person who has disturbed or injured you. Animals also do have feelings. Do you agree? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the difference? Animals and one Prabhuji told we can donate, Prabhuji. Animals can't donate. Animals also do charity. Do you agree? Animals do charity. They help. They help their closed ones. I have seen. When you Google when there are. I don't know. I don't want to spend time. But don't you agree that animals do charity? Or animals help each other? Or help? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Free of cost. Animals also do. I wanted what separates humans from animals. Animals also have knowledge. They also give knowledge. You have seen dolphins, how they train. They once the knowledge is provided, they can train themselves. I don't know why. There's a famous in US, I believe. There is one 6 whales, or I don't remember the place where the dolphins are being trained in such a acute training is done that they do whatever humans say.
Dolphin shows happen across the world.
But I don't know, US, that particular thing is very famous.
It's in Dubai, Singapore.
I'm not sure. Anyway, but the thing is, point is, animals also gain knowledge. So the point what we are seeing in search of knowledge is there is a difference. What is the sloka?
Animals cannot develop the society.
Okay. Okay.
Like the development humans are doing.
No, the society, in your terms, the society is humans. Whatever the development, animals also develop society. Do you know? Anthropologists, you can go and search in YouTube. A anthill. Have you ever? Has anyone seen a anthill? What exactly is there inside anthill? Yeah, Kamya Mataji has seen. They have built a separate entity, a community for externally. Externally, it looks like a anthill, but inside, what a architecture they have, what kind of streets they have developed. For each family, there is separate holes inside. They develop society also, Roji. They also develop, animals also develop society. Yes.
I heard they
Yes.
have separate place for some eggs or something.
Animals have separate place, humans don't have separate place, huh?
No, I mean they have some separate rooms
Animals have
for some important reasons.
different reasons. We do have separate rooms, no?
Yeah.
So I am asking the difference. Anyway, without wasting the time. Anyway, he is the most, Deepa Mataji, if you are looking, he is the most active devotee from our congregation, Sai Prabhu. Okay, anyway. So the point is the main difference what we have seen. What is the shloka? What is the shloka? Which says, Ahara bhayam nidra maitunam cha samanya metat pashubir narana dharmo hi eko adhiko vishesho dharmo hi eko adhiko vishesho Samanyam etat Pashubhis samana. That was the shloka. So all this ahara, bhayam, nidra, maithunam cha are common. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending, all are common in humans and animals. And only dharma or the consciousness to gain spiritual knowledge is the only thing which is separating from animals and humans. Can you make animals to sit and teach Bhagavad Gita? What is birth? What is death? What
No,
is
we cannot.
we cannot, right? Have you ever made an attempt?
No.
No, right?
They will talk. They can't talk in our language.
Yes, they have, but they have a language also.
Yeah.
But
They have-
these subjects they can't teach. So basically, the point is, these spiritual subjects is the only thing which dharma. What is dharma? Animals are instinctive and driven, but humans are not. Okay, they are instinct driven, but we have dharma, consciousness. What is right? What is not right? All these things are the thing differentiating factor between humans and animals. And
So Jignasa, Jnanamu,
what is permanent? What is temporary? What is jnana? What is agnana? All these things can be differentiated by humans, but not animals. Whatever their instinct, what is good for me, I want to eat, I will eat. So they are very instinctive in nature. Now, in the same first section, we have seen what is the criteria for a problem to be called as a real problem as per scriptures. What is the criteria for a problem to be called as a real problem as per scriptures? What is it?
If it is related to health.
No. There are three criteria. There are three criteria which define, it's not only applicable for humans, it is applicable for all the living entities. What are the three criteria?
Time bound.
No.
Is this applicable to all?
Applicable to all. That is the first criteria. It is applicable to everyone. That is the first criteria. Second, see, that is the real problem. I am asking the criteria. First criteria, after building the criteria, then we will see, fitting that criteria, what are the items, then we will think. You are giving the answer of those criteria. What you just you said, disease is the outcome which satisfies those three criteria. But I am now asking what are the criteria. First one Ashish Prabhu just mentioned, it is applicable for everyone, humans, animals, whoever it is. It is applicable for everyone. What is the second criteria? Huh? No one wants. That's perfect. Good that 6 sessions pehle wala we are able to recollect. It's very nice. No one wants it. That's the real. That's right, no? Real. Does anyone invite problems? सुबह सुबह उठ के भगवान मुझे कैंसर दे दे प्लीज कोई प्रे करता है नहीं ना सो फर्स्ट वन इज इट्स एप्लीकेबल फॉर एवरीवन सेकंड वन इज नो वन वांट्स इट थर्ड वन no one can avoid it. These are the three criteria as per scriptures definition of a real problem. Now, no one wants it, no one can avoid it, it is applicable for everyone. What are the three fulfilling these three criteria? What are those real problems? Now tell. Disease, yeah, Mataji, Amrita Mataji and Mataji, your good name, Mataji, I forgot. Tanushri Mataji. Amrita Mataji and Tanushri Mataji just said that first is disease. What are the others? Birth, death, fourth, old age. 4 things. These are the 4 things which are real problems which is applicable for everyone. Now, apart from these 4 problems, there are 3 miseries also. As per scriptures, there are 3 miseries. What are those 3 miseries? What are those 3 miseries? How can I say huh? No, 3 miseries. By the way, what is the difference between real problem and misery? I think you might be having some that question also. No? Three real problems you told. What is misery? What is the difference between misery and real problem? Tell me. What is it now? Let me ask. I think I didn't answer this in first session also. Now you guess. What is the difference between real problem and a misery? It looks very synonymous, right?
Which you think it's a problem, but it is not.
Huh?
Which you think it's an illusion kind of thing. Which you think like it's a problem, but it is not a real problem.
It might not be applicable to everyone.
Right. That's right. These 4 real problems are applicable for everyone. But miseries, 3 miseries which are there, it might not be applicable for everyone. So that is why misery and real problem category differentiation. So what are the 3 miseries now?
Poverty.
Yeah. Okay, 3 types of measures. Okay, 3 types of measures. Sanskrit terms. If you are no one is answering, then I will ask Rao Prabhu to answer. Prabhuji, happen.
Which word was this?
Adi
Afflicted by others, afflicted by nature.
आध्यात्मिका आदि भौतिका आदि दैविका आध्यात्मिका आदि भौतिका आदि दैविका आध्यात्मिका means what आध्यात्मिका means problem created by ourselves. Tanushri Mataji is thinking about Amrita Mataji. She got a necklace and I don't have this thing. My husband never gives. That's the problem you are creating, right? Actually, you know, depression, it's a triangle. Depression, there are 3 triangle. Mein how many sides are there?
3 sides.
Three sides. Very good. Which triangle you like most? How many types of triangles are there? Not yet. Okay. I like equilateral triangle. What is equilateral triangle? Equal sides. That is equilateral triangle. Depression, the main reason is, listen carefully, 3 sides. The 3 sides is, first side is actually who we are. Second side is we think that we are this. Third side is what people think about me. When these 3 are in balance, you are in proper shape. Now when any of the sides are going haywire, then the depression occurs. For example, if a person is not capable of doing something, but he thinks, I can do this, and in that endeavor he is not able to do it, and when he is failing, then he will be thinking, what people will be thinking about me. Itna chada bada ke bataya, lekin what will be people thinking about me? So that causes depression. Yeah, because you know, people, they use this depression word very cheaply. When I don't know, I think I shared this example. One of my team member, sir, if you are not able to move me to the development team, I will get depression, sir. Actually, she is into my IT infrastructure support team, and she's a fresher, she wanted to move to the development team, and she told that, sir, if you are not shifting me to development team, I will get depression. Then I asked her, do you know what depression is? She didn't answer. At least have you checked with your parents what depression is? No, I didn't. You today check and tell, I told. So basically, Adhyatmika means the problems created by ourselves. Our mind, our soul, we think, right? Adhyatmika, ourselves. Adi Bhautika. Adi Bhautika means the problems created by other entities. Doma. Or Pakindi neighbor.
Adi Bhautika.
Adi Bhautika. These are the Adi sound. These are the Adi Bhautika. The sound is also Adi Bhautika. So create sound or disturbance created by other entities, other living entities. Now Adi Daivika, natural calamities, tsunami, famine,
Floods.
earthquake, hurricanes, all these are this thing. So this is what the real problems are. Okay. Now so many people might be asking, what is how birth can be a problem? I think already we discussed. I don't want to dwell it. Okay. How birth can be a problem? We celebrate birthday, no? Today also I think 1 or 2 cakes are there for celebrating. So how birth can be? We are enjoying and all, right? So I already elaborately discussed. So I don't want to dwell that. So that's what in brief we have discussed in first chapter. Second chapter, does God exist? Does God exist? We have proved, or systematically we proved that what is the definition of a God?
This is my hand.
Your hand.
Yeah.
No, that is soul. That is who am I? No, that is in 6th chapter. My hand, that is in 6th chapter. Okay. Who is God? Who is the supreme enjoyer, supreme creator, supreme controller?
Not Krishna.
Yeah. We eventually not proved that he is Krishna, but yeah. So this is the categories, and we have even seen how our mind, or how we are forced to believe, how we got an impression that how God can be, how media has enforced us to think what a picture of God is. Okay, so we see so many actors, they do the roles of gods, and outside they behave entirely different. So that purity is not there, and that consciousness is not there, and we take them as an idols, and that's one way of we getting a different version of gods. So media also has created that picture, and we have seen what is the definition of a god and how God knowledge is more powerful than science. We have seen it logically there in that session. And third session is do we need to believe in scriptures? What is the criteria for something to be called as knowledge? What is the criteria for something to be called as a knowledge as per scriptures? Okay, there are so many people who are learning from Guru. Authentic source. No, and my question is not that. My question is, what is the criteria for any information to be called as knowledge? Third session we have seen.
It's never it's applicable in all time.
Yes, it is applicable in all time. When I say in all times, it is applicable in Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Satya Yuga. All times it is applicable, that particular knowledge. What else? That is one criteria. It is applicable for all the period, and any period it is applicable. Even in future Kali Yuga also it will be applicable. That is first criteria. That is applicable for everything. Second criteria.
Everyone, all religion.
No. First is it's applicable in all the ages. Second one.
Impacts all the
Yeah.
Cannot be changed.
What is it from Sanjay Prabhu? What did you say?
impacts all the religions.
No. Yeah, rather than saying impacting, it is benefitable for everyone. Second one is knowledge is something which is benefitable for everyone. For example, how to build a nuclear bomb. Is it knowledge? Yes, it is a knowledge. But it is knowledge. It is not knowledge as per scriptures. No. Any knowledge which is applicable all the time and only which is benefitable, that is the second criteria, which is benefitable. That is the second criteria to call something as knowledge. So that's what we have seen. Do we need to believe in scriptures? What can be called as scriptures? Can I write a scripture? Can I write a scripture? Yeah. So how many sampradayas are there? We have seen, and what is the knowledge or whatever is given in scriptures? Is it applicable now? Is it applicable in future? Has scriptures given what will happen in future also? Yes or no? Is it happening? Yes, all this we have seen in the third session of do we need to believe in scriptures. And fourth session is we have seen modes of material nature. That is, each and every person would be having these three modes: Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna and Tamo-guna. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Is it right or not? Each and every person would be having three modes. Someone will call that one person, they will be seeing and he is a Sattva-guna person. No person can be Sattva-guna person, by the way. I am sorry to say. Only the thing is, the percentage of particular guna, if it is more, we call him in that guna. Okay, modes of material nature, and we have seen how these modes impact us, and depending on each nature, we have seen different categories. In which nature, how he prays. If a person in these three modes, how he eats, how he walks, his lifestyle is, all these things we have seen in detail in modes of material nature. And fifth session is, do we need to believe, who is Guru and do we need one? We have seen that, right? Do we need Guru? So Guru is a person who only is responsible, or who takes the responsibility of delivering his disciples to out of this material world. That's only his goal, and to make him devotee. That's his goal of a Guru. Guru never boasts in that I am a Guru. You come and take. I am the God. He never says that I am the God. There are so many Gurus who says that I am the God. Guru never says that he is a God. And only we need to listen to Gurus who are in Sampradaya. What are those four Sampradayas? Okay. Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya. Yes. These are the four Sampradayas, authentic disciplinic section sampradayas in which this spiritual knowledge has to be passed on. That's what has been told in different Vaishnava philosophies, or in different scriptures it is mentioned. These are the 4 sampradayas in which the spiritual knowledge has to be acquired. There are so many YouTubers, or there are so many gurus who are there in YouTubers. They might be tell me one thing, a YouTube guru who is having 10 million subscribers, is it eligible for calling him as guru? No, that is not a criteria mentioned in Shastras. That 2 million subscribers is a criteria for someone to be called as a guru. No. Okay? So only in these 4 sampradayas we need to learn the spiritual knowledge, because it has been passing over the ages, over lakhs and lakhs of ages, from Lakshmi Devi, Lord Shiva, Kumaras and Brahma. And we ISKCON are coming in under Brahma Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So yeah, so these are the 4 sampradayas what we need to. So Chinnajaya Swamiji is there. He is from which sampradaya? Sri Sampradaya, like that. Yeah, in south mostly Sri Sampradaya and Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and even Madhu Sampradaya is more. Yes, Mataji. Nimbark Swami, it's more, Nathdwar, Gujarat, and in north it's more prevalent, Mataji. Rudra Sam, not in south, southern India, it's not much propagation is not there from Rudra Sampradaya. More from northeast side, it is more, Mataji. Yeah. So that's what we have seen in Guru. What are the qualities of a Guru, and what is the responsibility of a Guru, and who is a Guru, and do we really need one? Do we need to aspire? Is it a good idea to aspire a Guru? Because with a lot of scams happening in and around India with Kashaya Vastras, then people have lost faith in Gurus actually. That's an unfortunate situation. But yes, we need to aspire for a Guru, spiritual master. We have seen how many types of Gurus are there. How many types of Gurus are there? Spiritual. Good attempt. How many types of Gurus are there? Vartamana Pradashaka Guru, number 1. Shiksha Guru, number 2. Diksha Guru, number 3. Okay? What is the difference? Vartamana Pradashaka Guru can be a auto wala who gives a direction. Auto wala might say, Amma, శ్రీజ గారు అక్కడ ఏదో సత్సంగం జరుగుతుందంట, ఇది మీరు ఇష్టమంటే వెళ్ళండి, మా ఫ్రెండ్ కూడా వెళ్తున్నాడంటే మీరు ఇష్టమంటే వెళ్ళండి అని, లైక్ దట్ హీ సేస్ శ్రీజా మాతాజీ. అండ్ శ్రీజా మాతాజీ ఏదో సెషన్ అంటున్నారు కదా, ISKCON అంటే కదా, సో లెట్ మీ ట్రై ఇట్ వన్స్, లెట్ మీ గివ్ ఇట్ ఏ షాట్. దెన్ షీ కమ్స్ అండ్ అటెండ్ ద సెషన్ అండ్ షీ likes the philosophy, and she has started her spiritual journey. Then that auto wala would be having oh, is it? Huh? Then you are a Vartamana Pradashak Guru for her. Wonderful. 3 loud Haribols to Amrita Mataji. Haribol! Thank you, Mataji. So yeah. So Vartamana Pradashak Guru can be a auto wala, and there is no need for Vartamana Pradashak Guru to be a devotee. By the way, it's not a compulsion that Vartamana Pradashak Guru should be a devotee. No, that's not a criteria. Okay. And Shiksha Guru is the one who gives the knowledge, or from whom you are acquiring the knowledge or getting the knowledge.
So you are Shiksha Guru.
Yeah, I am kind of a Shiksha Guru, but I should not behave like a Guru. I never aspired for this position. My Guru given order to perform this role, and he has seen something in me, and he told, Eli Chaiva, Aseva Chaiva, he told that serve them. So that's the thing. I should not feel that I am a Guru. I should never feel it. You should never feel that you are a Guru. You should always feel that you are a servant of your Guru, and in turn you are a servant of a Guru who is in turn servant of Krishna. That's what the mood a Guru should have. Okay? Yes, in a way you are right, Mataji. Since something extra you have learned with whatever I told, then yes, I can be called as Shiksha Guru. That's right. Okay? So that's Shiksha Guru, and Diksha Guru is the one from whom you will get Diksha, that you are taking a promise. Guru, I am completely 110% convinced with the philosophy, and today onwards I am going to follow these rules and regulations till my existence in this body. This is the vows you take when you take Diksha, and you abide by that and you follow that, whether the Diksha Guru is physically present or not also. Till your end of life you need to follow those vows. That's a Guru. Okay, that was the fifth session. Sixth session was who?
Shiksha Guru can also be a Diksha Guru.
No, no. See, there might be cases where Shiksha Guru can be a Diksha Guru if Shiksha Guru is being promoted to a level of Diksha Guru. But it is not easy. There is a separate committee or separate panel would be there in each Sampradaya where a person can be given eligibility to give Diksha to others. But that's a very rare case. But yes, a Shiksha Guru can be a Diksha Guru after so many years. But it's very, very rare. Because probably for example, Diksha Guru are there. One time these Diksha Gurus were Shiksha Gurus for some devotees. So as the age progresses, as the initiatives they have taken, there will be a separate panel who decides that yes, he is eligible to take this thing. So yeah. But it's very rare, but yes, that is technically possible. Shiksha Guru can become a Diksha Guru after so many years. Yes. Yeah, so that's what we have seen. And sixth session, what we have seen is who am I? So logically we have proved that we are souls, not bodies. But we are living in this body. And we have developed this body consciousness only. And why we have... no, take out the charger from there, no? So we live in a body consciousness, and our thinking also is body conscious level only. Yes. Oh, that's good. Okay. So then we have answered one more question. Why being in this body? Sometimes we know that every person, one day one person has left the body, other day other person has left the body, but we never realize that we will also leaving our body one day. Do you agree with me? ఒక రోజు వేరే एक घर में कोई चल बसा, दूसरे घर में दूसरा कोई चल बसा, but we never feel that we will also one day will pass away. We will also leave our body. Why? Because in us there is a permanent living entity called soul. Actually, recently, just 2-3 days back, one video I have seen of a small kid, a wonderful, knowledgeable kid. He was saying, is this bag yours, Sai?
Yeah.
Huh? Is this your bag? Will it stay with you permanently? Will it stay with you permanently? Can it be? What about your specs? What about your eyes? Yes. Now you are having good eyes. Now at early age only you got specs. Now I got specs at the age of 45. So slowly one day that eyes will be dwindled, or it will be, you will not be able to see. Similarly ears. Already my wife started telling, like that. Like that she scolds sometime in house. So like that, our eyes are not permanent. Can you give guarantee? Is it sounding logical? That's what I probably share that video in group. That kid was logically asked, anything is not permanent. Eyes, ears, one day or not, you will surely, it will dwindle. I have seen that stage in my grandpa, grandfather and grandma. Actually, I sincerely prayed for my grandma, to Krishna, that better you take her. It might be sounding very pessimistic, but I because she is struggling, I know actually. On whose lap we used to play, we used to hear a lot of stories and all. While sleeping with her in the night, she used to tell a lot of stories when we used to go in the summer vacation to our villages. We have fond memories, but suddenly seeing her at the age of 90 plus, and she's getting motion on the bed. Sometimes she's not comfortable to tell that, but she only gets down and she's not able to walk. and she's going by hand only. I mean, it's not that adjacent there are daughter-in-laws, but she's feeling very embarrassed that I should take the help for cleaning stool and all. I mean, at some that situation, I really prayed God actually. Really, I mean, it's a case to case, but that's how it is. Nothing is permanent. When, as I told, 1 year back, people used to call me, youth king. In our Vegetables Association, they used to call me youth king. Now, publicly, I am saying I am Chatwar king. I got spectacles. At least I used to hesitate to wear spectacles 6 months back. Now, Janta Ginta nahi. Publicly, I am wearing spectacles. Huh? Mandatory, yes. Near thing is very difficult to. 6 months back, I used to read Prabhuji. I read. That's how you can see the changes. So anyway, we have logically proved who am I. We are souls. How to prove we are souls? We have a little bit entered into rebirth. Do you believe in rebirth or not? People say in movies only they click rebirth topics, but in reality they don't believe that rebirth is there. But logically it is proved. But there is,
by you told by scientists also
Yes.
few years ago.
Yes. You are right. Ian Stevenson, I think I already quoted that scientist name Ian Stevenson, where there is a separate department called rebirth and reincarnation. Okay. So anyway, this is in brief. We have seen in detail for the last 6 sessions. I have tried to cover in brief as much as possible. Now, questions, please. Anyone has any questions? And others, I want you to take hold of this mic, and whoever asks question, you need to go towards them, and you need to be little careful in taking the wire. Yeah, take from here and be slowly you go. Just please go ahead, and many questions are there. Please. Yeah, otherwise give the mic here. I will only. Anyone has any questions? Please, Prabhuji, because I think I used to say for Bhagavad Gita, SSR sessions are the foundation. And in SSR 12 sessions, the first 6 sessions are foundations for the next 6 sessions. Next six sessions are secrets of death. Why do bad things happen to good people? And what is the complex connection between karma, destiny, free will? Who is God? And what is yoga and what is the real purpose of yoga? Last session is, can we implement the knowledge of these Vedas in our real life at this modern society? A lot of people say that scriptures are there, they are applicable for old people only, not for the current generation, current society, right? Yeah, please go ahead, Adarsh.
Bhagavad Gita kundu Bhagavatam ki teda hai. What's the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam?
Okay. Very good question. Please claps there. It's very, when asking these kind of questions, is it very rare or not? When kids, will they ask? Lot of people don't. Actually, when I made lot of calls regarding Bhagavatam distribution, a lot of people said that I have Bhagavatam in house. Lot of people don't know the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. That is a sorry situation being born in India. Very pathetic. Very good question, Rao. Sorry.
Bhagavatam.
One minute. Adarsh, take the mic to Rao Prabhuji, please.
Bhagavatam, so many people think of only Krishna. But it is not Krishna.
Oh, yeah.
So many
Yes.
things are there, 9
Yes.
skandhas are there.
Yes.
To go to Dasma skandha.
Yes.
Will not get the purity to see the Krishna in 1 skandha.
Yes. Prabhu.
Unless we read 9 skandhas,
Yes.
we will not touch.
Yes, Prabhu. You answered it, Prabhuji, but I want you to answer the question what Sai has asked. What is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and
See,
Bhagavatam?
Bhagavad Gita is a principles, theory. Bhagavad Gita practicals.
Okay. Yeah, give it to me.
Practicals. Means
Yeah. You are right, Prabhuji. So, Rao Prabhuji has answered it very nicely, but let me explain a little bit elaborately on that. Bhagavad Gita is a conversation. School lo meeku, what is the process you have, Sai? That what are the rules you have in school?
rules. Don't run in the corridors.
Don't run in the corridors.
Speak gently to others.
Very good. Speak gently to others. Third,
don't push each other.
push each other. Yes. So anyway, like this you told, Sai has just mentioned 3 rules. What are there in school, right? Right. These are the 3 rules. Now, do you follow that sincerely? Those rules in school?
Yeah.
You follow, right? But there will be your friends who are not following those rules also, right? Yes?
Yeah.
So that's what is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is a rule book. And Bhagavatam is the list of stories of devotees who have followed those rules. There are so many rules in Bhagavad Gita mentioned. So that is a conversation between Krishna and
Bhagavad.
no, Krishna and
Devotees.
no, Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. And Bhagavatam is a conversation between
Krishna.
no. Bhagavatam is a conversation between anyone? Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami. Okay, for your understanding, as I said, Bhagavad Gita is a rule book and Bhagavatam is a list of devotees who have sincerely followed those rules in devotional life.
నేను ఒక విన్నాను ఇది ఒక
కూర్చో
ఒకసారి యూట్యూబ్ చూసినప్పుడు ఇది విన్నాను ఏంటంటే పరమానంద ప్రభు చెప్పారు
వండర్ఫుల్.
భగవద్గీత అంటే నాట్ గురించి చెప్పేది
దేని గురించి?
నాట్ మనకు చెప్పేది భగవద్గీత.
నాట్ ఏంటి?
లార్డ్
గురించి
దేవుడు మనకి చెప్పేది.
చెప్పేది.
భగవద్గీత
ఏమి హరి లేదు, టెన్షన్ ఏం లేదు, నిదానంగా చెప్పండి, చాలా టైం ఉంది మనకి.
భగవద్గీత అంటే నాట్ మనకి
చెప్పేది.
భాగవతం అంటే మనము గాడ్ గురించి చెప్పేది.
రైట్, వెరీ రైట్. గాడ్ గురించి చెప్పేది, అది కూడా రైట్. అదే గాడ్ గురించి చెప్పడం అంటే అదే రూల్ ఫాలో అవడం. అర్థమైందా డిఫరెన్స్ భగవద్గీతకి భాగవతానికి? సింపుల్ నువ్వు తెలుసుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే భగవద్గీత అనేది రూల్ బుక్, భాగవతం అనేది ఆ రూల్స్ పాటించిన వాళ్ళ బుక్. సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్, అది కూడా రైటే. ప్రణవానంద ప్రభు చెప్పింది కూడా రైటే. ఓకేనా? సో డివోషన్ ఎలా చేయాలి, దేవుడి మీద భక్తి ఎలా చేయాలి, హౌ టు పర్ఫార్మ్ అవర్ డివోషన్ సర్వీస్ టు ద లార్డ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ.
అతను ఇది చెప్పారు ఏంటంటే మేము గాడ్ దగ్గరికి కోరికలు కోదానికి వెళ్ళాలి బదులుగా మేము నార్త్ దగ్గరికి ఏం చేయాలని వెళ్ళినా చెప్పారు. మనం నార్త్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి నార్త్ చూడడానికి వెళ్ళాము టెంపుల్.
ఓకే, అంటే బేసికల్గా మనం కోరికలు కోరుకోకూడదు అంటున్నారా?
కోరికలు కోరుకోవాలి కానీ మనము లార్డ్ని చూడడానికి వెళ్ళాలి టెంపుల్.
లార్డ్ని చూడడానికి. కానీ నువ్వు ఎలాంటి కోరికలు కోరుకుంటున్నావు?
నేను నాకు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మంచిగా రావాలి, సమ్మర్ హాలిడేస్ లో ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి.
అంటే బాగా బాధితుడు అన్నమాట నువ్వు సమ్మర్ వెకేషన్.
చాలా క్లియర్గా ఉంది.
I think he has been in a torturous situation of not enjoying it during summer vacation at some point of time. I think. Yeah.
What you want to become?
Scientist.
Very good. Very nice ambition to become scientist. Anyway, what he told is for the devotees who don't understand Telugu, he said that he prayed to the God that I need to get good education and I need to enjoy in summer vacation. That's what his question was. So it's a good prayer. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. So is it clear? Did you get the answer of what is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam? Very good, very nice. రేపు ఎవరైనా అడిగితే నువ్వే చెప్పాలి. Okay, very good. Any other questions? See, Prabhuji and Mataji, without understanding these 6 sessions, I don't want to move forward. So please ask questions unhesitantly.
Prabhuji,
And you can ask
generic
any
questions.
question.
Please.
You can ask
Any question, please.
Don't assume that this will show me that I am against this path. Nobody is going to judge you. Because unless those doubts are not clarified, we will remain with that doubts
Yeah, please.
Anything under the sun.
Yeah, please, Prabhu, please. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for covering, Mataji.
We are
Yeah.
all human beings, so each individual has a different thought, different process.
Yes, Prabhu.
And religion was also created.
Yes,
like
Prabhu.
that, right? But why in Hindu we have so many gods versus if you look at other religions, they only just believe in either in one form or no form. Why in Hindus we have so many forms?
Prabhuji, anyway, this question is supposed to be answered in the 10th session, who is God? But in brief, Prabhuji, depending on the time, place and circumstances, God reveals himself. God reveals himself in different parts of the continent or different parts of the country. For example, in Middle East, probably, Middle East, I mean, it's a place where there is no vegetation at all, proper vegetation. Like, I don't want to talk this topic here, but unlike India, where it's such a shamala, a lot of greenery, lot of options for vegetarian. I mean, when I think already I shared this example with you. When I went to Spain, when I was there in Spain for some time with my client, so I was stayed in a hotel for almost 7 to 10 days. That's a star hotel where our delegates, all the delegates from different countries have come there, and the only option was 90% was non-veg only. Non-veg only. I mean, we hardly could find out vegetarian food, and that too without onion garlic. I mean, I think I already shared that example, but we need to understand that their consciousness is they don't think that there is any food without non-veg. That's the situation, that's the environment they have come in. And now, for that time, place, and circumstances, their God has come out in different place, in different consciousness, and they can't give a perfect knowledge. I mean, for their consciousness, whatever the knowledge can be distributed, that only has given. For example, Christianity is there. Christianity has been born 2000 years back, to be precise, 2500 or 2200 years back. Okay, if the Christianity is born 2100 years back, at that time you need to understand Jesus Christ was only dealing with shepherds, and to their consciousness, whatever the knowledge. I think the same example for a school, if there are 30 or 100 kids available, you can't expect always a kid who is getting 20 out of 100 continuously. You can't expect him to gain 80 to 90% marks. So we will give a quick targets for 35% marks. 35 you get it. I mean, just applying to the real time example, my case is literally the same case. The thing is, my dad, in 10th class, I was a school topper in mathematics, but rest all the 4 subjects, 35, 36, 37. And after seeing the result, my dad didn't know how to react. I was a school topper in mathematics, social just 35. If I get 34, I need to write again supplementary. I just got 35. English 54. Another 40, 45. All this milake, exactly 60% overall I got. But school topper in mathematics. I mean, I'm just giving an example that at that place also you will be given an opportunity. Given an opportunity for realizing Christianity. Yes, you need to follow. In that area, in that context, that knowledge is enough for you. They can't expect, because in other religions probably it is not been given that what are the time to time activities of God. Morning God क्या करता है, दोपहर को क्या करता है, evening को क्या करता है, night को क्या करता है. That information is not there in other scriptures. And India is called as the spiritual capital of the world. I think everyone knows that, right? Spiritual capital of the world. It's not that coined now. It has been coined from ages. It's a spiritual capital of the world. So depending on the consciousness, depending on the time, place and circumstances, despite having some things which are not acceptable as per the Vaishnava philosophy, for their consciousness, that kind of religion is fine. And I'm not against it. Any religion teaches the same thing, that is love towards God. And there are some people with vested interests who, with a different agenda they come and they spoil. But even Srila Prabhupada says, Srila Prabhupada, once a question was asked by a reporter, you have come to US to convert all the people, what is this? No, I didn't come here to convert the people. I came here to make them realize or make them a perfect. If he's a Muslim, I wanted to make him as a perfect Muslim. If he's a Christian, I wanted to make him as a perfect Christian. So that's what he says. He never told about Christianity or religion that ours is great and all. Yes, it is great, no doubt about it. But we need to understand that in India, that is prevalent, and the consciousness, the place, it is very conducive to devotion. In West, it is not conducive. In West, it is not conducive. With the kind of distractions which we have, it's not possible at all. But I really appreciate the devotees who are there. When I have stayed in Stockholm and London, right? So, hats off to them. Hats off to them. I don't know if I answered you, but we will in detail discuss in the 10th session. Yes, yes, sir, please. Sir.
In Bhagavatam, రెండవ స్కందం సెకండ్ స్టాండ్ థర్డ్ చాప్టర్ హూ ఇస్ టు బి డివోటీ ఎవరిని కొలవాలి ఎవరిని మనం చేయాలి అని చెప్పి ఉందన్నమాట టు హూమ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు వర్షిప్ దేర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ గాడ్స్ హూ ఫుల్ ఉర్వశి అందం అగ్నిహోత్రుడు like that he has given a list and you have to catch one person who can give all the things. That is Krishna. సర్వకామవా నీ కోరిక అక్కర్లేకపోయినా కావాలనుకున్నా ఆయన పట్టుకుంటే you will get all the things.
Even the material desires also. Desires also.
Sakama, sakamavo.
Yes, perfect. And you know, even for each do you know there is a god for eyelids? Nimi. There is a demigod by name Nimi who manages the eyelids of all the living entities. Eyelids. If one day Nimi gone for leave, all.
But you have put a very good question.
Yes.
There are so many gods. Why you have to set only one god? Tomorrow I will give the very good answer. See, these gods, demigods, are only, suppose you put one lata means one creeper. Huh? See, you go to the top of the creeper, what you have to do? You have to keep some sticks to go to that. These demigods are like just like
Yes.
Small
Very
sticks.
simple analogy. We actually discussed this in 10th, but that is the last. So I understand that your question is valid. But if you think of Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers and their MPs, that is basically the structure. Why there are so many gods there? Each one is taking care of one particular department.
Yeah.
Only one department they can take care of.
Yeah, it is similar to the same thing.
What happens to Prime Minister? He's accountable for the entire house. And he is the head. So that's why here Godhead is one.
Yeah.
Father can be only one. And everybody else is basically managing different departments. More in detail in the sense that I think this much at least you should know. That's a very valid question because you have to sustain till the 10th.
Yeah, and even Prabhuji in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna said, see, demigod worship is nothing wrong, but the thing is demigod worship people are not doing correctly. It is Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, demigod worship is fine, but you people are not doing correctly.
There are some people say, ఎవరిని కొలిస్తే ఏంటి? What is the difference? He says, Mom, Prapatite, Mom, he says. Mom, he says.
Yes.
That is the key word. You should worship me in a shape. Suppose sleeping sleep is there, standing sleep is there, sitting sleep is there, sitting portion is there. Like that, you want to do. People say, I couldn't devote anybody, means worship anybody. It's not like that. Mom, that nobody takes it. Mom means Nandu, means me. Krishna says. That is it. That was it.
He is very possessive. That's what you expect when you love. When I don't know, I can take the example. when you are in love with a girl, you are very possessive, right? Nanne, very all chodapadu. So he is very possessive. I mean, so he tells in Bhagavad Gita that
In the last sloka also, he says same thing. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam.
whatever the dharma is there,
Sarva dharma means Here, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. These things means everybody has to go through that ladder only. But at the time of last, he says, all these three, you leave it. You Saranagati came. Means unconditionally. Unconditionally you have to surrender.
And even in the last sloka, he says, after all saying that whatever the knowledge is already given, now it's your choice. Now it's your choice. Your free will. If you don't want to hear, he's giving that. How many people give that problem? How many that freedom? Who gives freedom? He's giving the entire knowledge and he's giving the liberty to choose. My kids, I struggle with my kids. My Dhruv, mainly my younger one, most of the time he sees on the screen, Daddy, you see 6 o'clock tak main school mein tha, now what is this, you are not allowing me, he always is on screen. But if you are in trouble and also I am also feeling, parents also will be in little bit bad condition, right? So you will not hear. So choice is, free will is given. So he is a very possessive God and he is a very caring God because he is giving a liberty to you. Now assume that boy is loving a girl and he is tying the girl and saying, hey, love, you tell me I love you. Will you accept? Krishna doesn't like that. Hey, please worship me only. He wanted that bhakti, he will not give probably. That's something you need to make an effort to earn it. So anyway, we will discuss elaborately on that topic in the next session. Yeah. Any more questions, Prabhuji and Mataji? Mataji. Free will.
How much percentage of free will you have that? I know every move is given by God.
Yes.
Blessing of God.
Yes, ma'am.
Even if blade of grass can be God.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do we know in particular situation that our free will is acting or is God that is giving us the blessing? So
Very
can
nice.
we discriminate? Can we analyze?
Very nice question, Mataji. Mataji, any action which makes you closer to Krishna, any action which you make, which makes you closer to Krishna, is something your free will, you are acting in conjunction with Krishna's will. You are getting my point, right? Little bit koncham contemplate cheyali. Whatever action you are making, if that action is making you closer to Krishna and you are aligning with Krishna's will, then you will become closer. But if any action is making away from Krishna, then you are misusing your free will, Mataji.
So the thought itself you are saying. The thought itself has to be aligned with the scripture or what Krishna
Yes,
has said.
yes. For example, Mataji, a cigarette smoker is there. Now, he is exercising his free will, but with that action, will Krishna be happy or not? But whatever the action he is doing, Krishna is sanctioning. Upadrishta anumanta cha. So whatever Krishna is sanctioning doesn't mean that Krishna likes it. That's what we do with our kids, right? I don't like my son to play on screen. I prefer him to play on ground or basketball or shuttle or cricket you play, but I don't want him to play video games. But he wants to play video games only. But I am allowing him, but I don't like it. You're getting my point, Mataji?
So the thought and action has to be
In alignment.
in accordance to what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita.
Yes. And you will know for sure, Mataji, whatever the action you are doing, whether Krishna will be liking it or not, you will be knowing it.
Yeah.
Don't say that I don't know that. Each and every person knows. Don't you know, smoker who smokes, doesn't he know that this action is good or not?
It's a subconscious mind and
Yes.
instinct.
Intelligence, false ego, mind. Mind will throw a lot of desires. What a gulab jamun. What a saree. Necklace. What a good. All these desires would be getting in, that would be stored in mind. Now, with the intelligence, you need to act. Now, false ego will say, false ego will be throwing all the negative ways of dealing that action. But intelligence you need to apply and make that false ego to shut.
We need to
that time
yes.
to shut down and apply what we learned.
Yes, ma'am. Introspect about the example what I learned about the rocket, right? Rocket when it goes, it dismantles into different parts. Similarly, if you analyze ourselves, we are body, we are having a intelligence also separately, we are having a mind, we are having a false ego also. I mean, and in Kingra, actually I have seen personally when I was a kid, my dad was the circle inspector in Vinukonda. One drunkard was coming and he was saying, Vinukonda Kinganra Nenu, like this he was roaming. My dad has slapped him, tight slap he has given, he fell down. I mean, he was a little bit, he was creating a scene out there. So in front of us, he slapped. So, of course, he was drunken, he was not in a state to think, but sometimes even in not in a drunken state also people will be having a false ego. Nenu idira, nenu అని అనుకుంటాం. But intelligence never acts for that kind of people. We should have a true ego. We should not have a false ego. True ego is we are souls and we should behave with a soul consciousness or spiritual consciousness rather than body consciousness. Now, ప్రభుజీ అలా అయితే మనం ఏం పని చేయలేం కదా అంటే అలా వర్కౌట్ అవ్వదు. సి వీఆర్ ఇన్ డివోటీస్ ఆర్ దేర్. ట్రూ ఈగో ఈజ్ living in a spiritual consciousness that what is suitable for us to progress in spirituality, which makes us progress well in spirituality. That is true ego. False ego is which is making you away from the spiritual consciousness. Now, if you eat prasadam, prasadam na samiranga chala baagundra babu tindam. There are some don't want to quote, but you might be liking some items. For example, I like tomato and aloo curry. For example, I like tomato and aloo curry. I will say, "Hey Krishna ko aloo and tomato curry बहुत अच्छा है रे. Offer करो ना बोगा aloo tomato." Actually, your intention is you like aloo tomato, but you are offering it to the Lord, saying that Krishna likes aloo tomato. Offer it to him, no? But other people outside might not be knowing it. But you know, and Krishna knows. Era నన్ను ఉపయోగించుకొని like that. But we know for sure what is true ego and what is false ego. Ego we can have, true ego we can have, but false ego is something which is making you away from Krishna. Any action which is making away from Krishna, and your free will is acting in alliance with that thought process, then you are misusing your free will.
We say
Deepa Maji, you want to add some more thing, please?
I want to add a little more. Ego is also another name for identity. So what is my identity? If I am thinking my identity is it is me, I am Deepa, this is my body, and this is only me. Then that is false. True ego means my real identity, real constitutional position, which is part and parcel of Krishna. Like that. That was my original constitution. I was actually part of the spiritual world. Because in reality, because they not believing does not change the reality.
Yes.
I am not a scientist, so I don't know so many things which are happening in the world of science, what inventions are happening. Does that negate the truth? I don't know. Science is still. I don't know if sun really is big like somebody told us. It's there in the textbook. Did we see? But we are believing. Whatever somebody came and told us this is 4. We are believing. Then why can't we believe what is there in our scriptures? So in the scriptures it says that this is our constitutional position. The constitutional position is we are das and das. Das means not a slave. Das means we get happiness by serving the Lord, because He is Sachidananda. He is Sat-Chit-Ananda. He is eternal, He is knowledgeable, and He is blissful. When you feed your children, do you feel your stomach is full? When they are happy with what you are feeding? If whatever you are doing at home, suppose you decorated it very nicely for a festival, everybody is very happy. Does that make you content and happy? Why? Yeah. But why that is? Because that is our natural tendency of the soul. Serving is the natural tendency of the soul. You do whatever, like whether it is a patriot that loves to serve the country. Everybody you see is serving somebody. Either somebody is serving the boss, somebody is serving his wife, wife is serving husband, both are serving children, but only in service they find happiness. Tell me one person who is happy within himself by not serving anything or anything. By himself is anybody happy? So service is basically our natural tendency of the soul. That's the reason why we buy the body. What we are is basically the soul. Body is only a covering. It is matter. A dead body to living body, what is the difference? Both are bodies, it's the same body, same composition. The reality is the soul. Soul's natural tendency is service. When we think that we will get happiness by serving the people around us or the country, so that is misidentification. When I serve myself, if I eat good food, if I look beautiful, if I get a lot of knowledge, I will be happy. But you'll always see that when we reach that goal, our goal was changed. I have become, let's say, I wanted a certain weight for my body. I reach that weight. Will I be eternally happy? I give few seconds because that is temporary. Anything related to matter or misidentification gives a temporary happiness but not a permanent. That's why you see when you are doing kirtan, when you are doing bhajan, actually you are doing nothing, you are not getting anything out of it. You are not getting any material benefit, you are not getting prosperity, nothing you are doing. Actually those will come by default as a byproduct, actually they come. But right now you are not getting anything. But why are you happy? And do you think Krishna, who is all complete in himself, he is Sachidananda Vigraha. He is self-satisfied, he is Atma Ram.
Adarsh.
Do you think he needs our minuscule service to become happy? So many people think Bhagavad Gita means he is saying Sarva Dharma and Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, come surrender to me, come serve me. It's because he is egoistic, so he is asking us. But is it because of his ego? No, he is giving us a way that we can. He is telling us, you do this, you will be happy. I don't need anything. It's not my requirement. But if you do this, you will be happy. He is telling. He is just telling a statement. We concoct it in our mind because we are all perverted beings. Everything we have concocted and everything we see from our lens, only our truthful lens, which even can't see what is behind our eyes. We have no capacity, very limited knowledge. I don't know who is sitting in the next house. I don't know what's happening outside the net. That is my limited capacity, but we think that we know.
So
That is misidentification.
I had a
So
question.
false ego, true ego, that is identification is a difference. Me identifying with my body and doing everything thinking that this will give me happiness. When you are identifying yourself with matter, which is temporary, will give you temporary happiness. When you are identifying yourself with eternal, that's the only difference.
Sadhji, can I add something? Not this detail. So when you're saying about free will, so we have karma, right? Karma, akarma, vikarma, we have three things, right? As long as we offer everything and then do akarma, then we will never misuse our free will, right? Because we are doing things to please Krishna. So let's stick to that.
So
That's my thing.
So one question,
Yeah.
extension to what Mataji
Yeah.
asked, and please ignore my
Please,
my question or my stupidity. to
please,
ask.
please, please.
When we say we are souls and not bodies, why do we then say Mata Pita Guru Deva? Why is that order? Because again, Mata is a body.
Yes.
We are associating the body who gave us life to this world. So why do we associate it that order?
Probably these are the material designations in this body project. For example, now in this material life, these are the material positions or material relations what you got. Okay, mata, father, son, daughter, all these are the material positions what you got. But you can't give a guarantee that they would be sustaining for the life after life, right?
My
And
this question is not that. He says, what is the order? Mata,
So why do we say that?
I mean,
Why
when
do
we
we-
say we are souls
Yes.
and not bodies,
Yes.
why are we associating it to the body and then giving that order?
I mean, because Prabhuji, for your spiritual enlightenment or for spiritual journey, they would be, ideally they are supposed to assist you in proper spiritual path. Because first time, Amma, please.
About this succession of Guru, Mata, Pita,
Yes.
and Prananandara's Prabhuji, I heard a lecture
Huh.
recently in
Huh.
Ramalaya,
Yes.
and he told first mother.
Hmm.
For any children, mother is the first one to see and to teach.
The
Right?
cause of
And
existence is mother.
Yes. So mother,
Hmm.
mother is the first one. So far, mother can teach to limited extent. Then what mother does is, mother will send the child to the father to learn the outside world,
Yes.
like social skills, whatever is there. So from there, the guru's level of teaching, level of guru is divided from the mother first, and then she sends to the father. And father is also limited to certain things. Then that's why the father tells to the guru, who is at school first. So that's how the guru teaches the child, okay, this is what you have to know. From here you will know, like when you come outside the world, these are the things and how you have to manifest certain things in your life to progress good or to show yourself like in a good way, like
Yeah.
what he wants to become. So even the guru also knows to a limited extent. That's why he says there is a God above us who is all pervading in every moment, everything is being watched, and that's how the guru shows or teaches the kids.
What is the
So
shloka?
that is-
Shloka, what is that? Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Actually, in each and every action, Prabhuji, that spirituality is embedded if you observe. Matru Devo Bhava, she is the first mother, sorry, first God. Next, Guru
Deva Bhava.
Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava,
Guru Deva Bhava.
Guru Devo Bhava.
Atithi Devo Bhava.
Atithi Devo Bhava. So actually, main point is Prabhuji, all this relation as per scriptures, Prabhuji, they have formed a relation to you in this life to assist you progress in spirituality, Prabhuji, or attraction towards God or love towards God. That is and when scriptures it is also mentioned, Prabhuji, you should not become a father. You should not become a father if you are not able to deliver your kids.
So then why are we saying we are souls and not bodies? So we are associating so much with the world
Yes, Prabhuji.
because of the body. Then why are we still
No, you are
saying we
associating with the body because in this life,
Soul.
in this, because for the progress in this material life, you have to associate. You have been given this material designations, and for delivering yourself. When I say yourself, delivering your soul from this material world to spiritual world, this relation should assist you ideally, but ideally it is not happening. Ideally, it is not happening, and they are supposed to, but they are not doing it for you.
How do we know we are soul unless we
Progress.
But also the fact of the matter is, we are saying body is temporary, we are not saying body does not exist. Soul is there, but soul is having soul is the driver, this body is the car. From going from point A to point B, you need a vehicle. So body is definitely needed, but when you have got a human body, what you are supposed to do with it is also very, very important. What you are doing, like suppose you got the same as a dog body, would you be able to do all this? So there is a reason, that is the whole concept of why are we doing these sessions. That we got the rarest opportunities of getting a human body. It takes us 80 lakh species to come into 4 lakh species of human. It's in the natural process of evolution. 84 lakh species we have to cross to come into human life. If in the human life, we don't spend time in understanding why we got this human life, for what purpose, most of us will not understand because we have come here with certain desires. We want to fulfill certain desires. And all the desires combined cannot be fulfilled in one lifetime. So whatever we want to fulfill in this lifetime, we usually fulfill. There are some desires which are remaining. Then at the time of death, we think that, if I had that, if I had that person as my father. If I was like Rahul Gandhi, probably I would have had a lot of money, right? So for everything we have something which is missing in our life, and we end up with that thought that if I was that, probably I would have had a better life. Whatever we may be having. We may be having the best of money also, but that person also, like did you see that interview of that Anant Ambani? Like he is regretting that how he is having health issues. The richest person in India is actually regretting that he is not able to take care of his health. So every person, whatever he may be having, is still something which he is not having. And that ends up as a desire and becomes the same reason for the next body he will be taking. In the next body, he may have the best of health, a body like Salman Khan probably, but no wealth. Because he was despising. If suppose he despises health, desires health, in the next body he will get health. Usme again he will have, "Arey, if I was more smarter, arey, if I had a wonderful wife, a loving wife, if I had this kind of a child." So this cycle will continue until one day the person realizes
All this is
nonsense. Whatever I may be having here, it's not going to make me happy. Means there is some other source of happiness. What is that source? Let me find out. Then he will attend an SSR session.
Lot of comedy is probably lot of people don't know the goal of life itself. The goal is earning money, bike, bangla, beautiful wife, beautiful husband.
How many families are there in Singapore? How many are sitting here? How many people know there is an SSR session going on in Singapore?
Okay, so yeah, I think
Yeah, I think you got the point.
yeah. Yes, probably. I think we are having 10 more minutes. Let me know any other questions you have. Any other questions? Anyone?
So one question I have. So it might be on the similar lines that Mataji also asked. So sometimes like what we feel is like something is not happening as per our desire.
Desire, yes.
So it is said that it is happening as per God's desire.
Okay.
And what is the
Yeah, that is the 8th session probably. Karma, destiny, free will. Why do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah, so I mean, so how do we decide whether it is good or bad? I mean, for example, if I wish that from my past experience I have learned that the thing should happen this way. This should happen now from my past experience, but that is not happening. So how do we conclude that this is good or bad?
Can you give an example, bro?
Intelligent.
Oh, no.
The example is, for example, that from my past experience I have learned that this work should have been done this way.
Okay. Okay.
I should be doing this after
Oh,
this.
okay.
And somebody else is telling me, you don't do this, and rather you do this.
Oh.
And I have to do that.
Okay.
But I am inside feeling that it is not correct.
Okay.
But I have to do that.
Okay.
So how do I still realize that it is good only? I mean, whatever I am doing is good.
Probably whatever the attempt you make, first of all the thing is as per your karma balance, something have to happen. There is a karma, some negative karma balance is there, positive karma balance is there. If it is expected to happen, it will happen, but it doesn't mean that you should not put an endeavor. You have to put an endeavor in whatever best way. And for executing the task, you have to give your 100% best. But if it is not happening, you should not curse yourself, because it is not there in you. It is a that karma is not there for you to happen that way. For example, let me literally put an example. The thing is, if a person wants to become a IAS officer, is it a wrong goal to have? No, right? For example, 12th class, I think the 12th fail. That is the movie name. I think everyone would have seen it, right? Has everyone seen the movie 12th fail? 12th fail? Everyone has seen? Yeah. Now 12th fail, he has, as per his, because I really replicate whatever has been happening in that movie, I see it with my father. He has come from utter poverty. So, what are the chances of when he took birth? What are the chances that he would become an IAS officer? No, right? No. That no way, it's not possible. Now, in his karma, some good balance is there. And he is endeavoring for getting that IAS post. And if the karma balance, balance is there, he will get IAS position. But if he's not, after despite 4 or 5 years of struggle, if he's not getting it, means that thing is not there. The karma balance is not there to have that goal achieved. Again, probably, again, it will be discussed in the future sessions. When we leave our body, it is seen how many desire, with what desire we are dying, or when we are leaving our body, and what is the karma balance was there at that time. For example, I have 50% positive karma and 30% negative karma. Now, with the kind of desire you have, and if the karma balance is good, next life you will be getting good life. For example, in this life, I have seen one person in Banjara Hills. He's filthy rich, and I did lot of charity. I did a lot of karma I gained, positive karma I gained, and I died with a consciousness. I should have died with Allu Arjun, like a kind of a family. I should have born and all, and I died. No, then if I have a good karma balance, you will be taking a birth in a celebrity family. Getting all this thing if you have a good karma. But if you are dying with the same consciousness and you are not having a good karma balance, you will not take that birth. There are two things which will happen when you die. One is the desire what you are having, and to fulfill that desire, that karma positive balance is there or not. If the karma positive balance is not there and you are desiring something, then you will not be taking birth to fulfill that desire. And if you really, I don't recommend, but you can do very good karma, do lot of charity, you do lot of help to lot of people, you do without keeping Krishna in center, you do lot of help, you do charity, you do anadha ashram mein jaake jo bhi karma, you will be earning good karma, but you will not fulfill the desire in this life. But if you have good karma balance, you will be taking another birth. But what we are saying, why are you trying to take another birth itself? Same the example of Anant Ambani. Anant Ambani, he has born in good this thing, right? Krishna is very clever. Mosagadu ko mosagadu. Okay? No, seriously. If you desire, if you want to take birth in some good, filthy, rich family, he will give that birth, but he will give some another fitting also. No, that's what it happens, Roji. A lot of us, we don't know. ईच एंड एक फैमिली अगर आगे आके कोई बोलता नहीं है कि हमारा इतना प्रॉब्लम है करके, कोई बोलता नहीं है. एवरीवन विल बी मेकिंग ए स्माइलिंग फेस ओनली. बट इफ यू गो ईच एंड एवरीवन्स लाइफ, ईच एंड एवरीवन विल बी हैविंग, and externally it will be appearing that what problems they can have. నెలకి 4-5 లక్షలు వస్తున్నాయి, పెద్ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఉంది, ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆర్ దేర్, వాట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విల్ హ్యావ్. రిక్షా వాళ్ళ మైట్ బి థింకింగ్ లైక్ దట్ ఓన్లీ, ఆర్ ఆటో వాళ్ళ వాళ్ళకి ఏంటండి, లాట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ హు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ ద రోడ్, దే మైట్ బి సీయింగ్ యూ, దే ఆర్ ఫిల్దీ రిచ్ స్టేయింగ్ ఇన్ అపర్ణ సరోవర్ జనిత్, దే ఆర్ లక్కీ ఫ్యామిలీస్. No, am I right? They might not be thinking like that. Right?
There's a visual person.
Yeah. So our point here is, why even you wanted to take another birth to fulfill your desire. Now, if you want to achieve something, you do good karma, Prabhu. Without keeping Krishna in the center, you do all the good work. You will earn good karma. And when you leave the body, have that consciousness. Swami Ranga, I have to take birth in Amitabh Bachchan family itself. Next life. Probably आराध्या ना, वो अमिताभ बच्चन, अभिषेक बच्चन की बेटी, आराध्या बच्चन की बेटा और बेटी की तरह you can take birth.
His family is also separated now.
No, I'm not sure, but they're saying the point is our point is why are you even desiring for another birth? And the desire you can have, but the desire will be fulfilled if you are having a good karma balance. And if the desire is there and no good karma balance is not there, then you will not fulfill that desire in your next life.
Can I add?
Please.
As Prabhuji said, at the time of leaving, so I was watching one YouTube video on past life regression. So one 50-year-old someone, whole his life he had family, but he wanted to understand why he never had any kind of love or attraction towards them. So when he did his past life, he found that in his previous life he was a monk, he was a sadhu. He was brahmachari sadhu, and whole his life. But when he was leaving his body, at that time he had the thought, "Arey, is life mein I did not have family. I did not have family," and he left his body with that thought. So he got this janam with the family to fulfill that, but since he had that karma, he was never attached to them. So we need to understand and find the difference what are material desires and these things also matter. You did get confused, we see in our offices also, you guys, this guy doesn't know anything, doesn't do anything, why is he getting promotion, why is he getting this much money? So it is all his past karma which are taking care, which is always first in, first out. So we have to accept it, and then we will not get stressed, frustrated, and all that.
Our target should be to leave this world. Please, ma'am.
I will add something. Actually, answer to this is given in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna. Krishna is saying, see, most of the times we think that we are the doers. Most of the time we think that we are the doers. Whatever we have achieved, it is our doing. We have come from let's say we have come from very humble backgrounds. Most of us have been from lower middle class or middle class families, right? But today we are successful, we are sitting here, right? But the thing is that when we think that we are the doers, for the good we like to take credit. What happens for the bad? And that is the cause of depression for most of the people. When they start thinking that they are only responsible for whatever is happening in their life. As long as things are going good, they will be happy and their ego is getting boosted. But the day things are going wrong and they know that they have till now not credited that particular aspect to anybody else. Okay, so then they get into depression. So Krishna actually, Bhagavad Gita is actually a book of psychology, how to manage your life. It's a life manual. And when you read Bhagavad Gita, automatically what happens is that nobody can be depressed. Because you will first understand what is the reality, what's happening. So in Bhagavad Gita, especially in the last 6 chapters, so it is divided into 18 chapters, the first 6, middle 6 and last 6. First 6 is mainly about what are the tasks, what is our doing, karma kya hai. Middle is about bhakti and the last 6 are about jnana. Jnana means he is actually giving knowledge of soul. Where he is telling whenever any task has to happen, there are 5 factors which are responsible for it. One of it is you, obviously you are the doer, karta. Okay, but the second factor is prakriti, material nature. You are here, you should have the ideal environment, a conducive environment to fulfill that. You have a desire to be as rich as Ambani, but if you didn't have the environment, and not everybody who is hardworking automatically becomes Ambani, right? Why some don't become, maybe they are working harder than Ambani. So what is that factor? The material nature, the prakriti. That also has to be conducive. Then there has to be a sanctioner. Who is the sanctioner? God. Fourth factor is kala, fifth factor is karma. Okay, so you may have a desire. To fulfill that desire, the ideal environment is provided by Prakriti. You have to have the ideal body. If we are born in any other body, not in this human form of life, the desire of a dog is only to eat. आज का खाना कहाँ मिलेगा? Hog is only looking for, it's a scavenger, it's looking for filth, right? That is its desire. But if I have a desire of being rich, for that I should at least be born in a human life. Who is providing me that body is the material nature. How are we getting that body? Based on my past desires and the karma, the karmic balance, like Prabhuji has said. If for everything good that we have in our life right now, even if we are able to breathe, if we are able to walk and talk, isn't this a boon? So many people have deformities, right? हमारा हाथ पैर चल रहा है, क्या ये boon है कि नहीं? We are able to walk, we are looking okay, everything is fine with us. That itself is a boon. So, but who is the sanctioner? Sanctioner is the God. Like based on our past karmas, yes, this person has this much good karma. For that good karma, we get something good in our life. It could be one of the 6 opulences. Some of the 6 opulences in small proportions. What are the 6 opulences? Whatever Krishna has. 6 opulences, Bhagavan. The definition of Bhagavan is one who has 6 opulences in full. The 6 opulences are all strength, all beauty, all knowledge, all wealth, all renunciation, even renunciation. The tyag bhavna bhi he has in full. And all power. These are the 6. But if you see, some of us will have some in some proportions. Some may have wealth, some may have beauty, but they may not have power. Like that. So if you see in each of your अपने आप में झांक के देखिए, you will see that every one of us have, but in different proportion, all of these opulences little by little will be there. And when somebody is suffering or not having few of these opulences is because of their bad karma. And basically this good and bad karma ka balance only will create our this. I have a desire to get a particular body to fulfill a certain desire, but based on my past actions, the Lord will sanction and Prakriti will provide that body. So there are so many factors for me, for my one desire or one task to be fulfilled. So I am not the only doer. There are so many factors which are responsible. The day we realize that, then what will happen? What is the difference that can happen tomorrow when you are going to work? Something did not get fulfilled. You tried very hard. You gave your best. But when people think that I am the doer and Lord is the sanctioner, only these are the two factors, what we will do? We will shed our responsibility. Bhagwan ne nahi diya. He is a villain. This is a normal tendency. But when we understand this knowledge from Bhagavad Gita, that there are these factors, we start understanding, instead of blaming somebody else for our situation, we start understanding what I could have done in the past lives that this could not be sanctioned. Today, if I am suffering for any reason, whether it is mentally, adhibhautika, adhidaivika, adhyatmika, one of these sufferings is because of one of my past karmas. If I have a very troublesome childhood or very abusive parents, पिछले जन्म में मैंने उनको कितना probably 100 times more abuse किया. Krishna knows, he is very merciful and compassionate, so he does not give you all in one size. He divides that karma into small potlis. Imagine a big potli. This is all explained in Bhagavad Gita. It's not my own concoction. एक बड़ा potli है, that is our prarabdha karma. Whatever karma we have accumulated in the past millions of lives, in the 84 lakh species, it is a big potli. Imagine that. उसमें से छोटा potli are divided for each of the lifetime. You can take only so much. If you are getting a certain suffering, you understand that this was only a small speck. I was deserving much more, but Krishna being compassionate gave me a small potli, and that is what I am suffering. और जो दिन बुरा है, he is also saying in Bhagavad Gita, कौन सा वाला that is शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदा, means all this is a part of life. If शीत is there, उष्ण is also there. ठंडी है तो गर्मी भी होगी, सुख है तो दुख भी होगा, दुख है तो सुख भी होगा. Everything is temporary. So if we have that knowledge, what will happen? We'll just tolerate. He is telling you tolerate. Just tolerate this period. It will go. It will pass. This too shall pass. He is telling that. And whatever is the good karma in the past, that will make sure that in future again you will have some good period. And why this knowledge is important? Because today, by this knowledge, we can start choosing our actions. Whenever we take any action, we start thinking that how can I make a difference from my past life. Pehle I was like just reckless. I was thinking nobody is watching me. I can do anything I want. सोचते हैं कि नहीं हम लोग? If we are crossing a red signal also, if we are jumping a signal, we are thinking that I'm not getting captured on the camera.
Then we are not aware of like
Yes.
what the impact will it have.
Yes.
Then
We are thinking that traffic signal is not watching, but there is a camera which is watching it. We get a
Bill.
challan, right? Similarly, there is a traffic police sitting inside our hearts. He is telling that I am residing within your heart. Upadrishta Anumantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. He is saying Upadrishta, I am watching everything. I am witness to everything, but he is not messing up with our free will. So then again, somebody had asked about that question, no? Free will. So why we are here? If Krishna knew everything, why did he even send here? Why is he allowing us to suffer? ये सब क्यों हो रहा है हमको वापस स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड because of our free will, our desire to enjoy. He is not messing up with that. He is allowing us to do. He is giving us an opportunity to associate with devotees and probably get some knowledge कि हम और we can explore more about it. If we didn't have this opportunity, we would never know. We'll continue to do whatever we are doing. That is the reason why he is giving us that opportunity. But what he is doing, he is a witness to everything. Every karma, every action is getting recorded. We cannot think it's not getting recorded. When we know this fact, what we will do, we'll be very conscious of what we are doing. If possible, we'll try to do what is more conducive to Krishna. Because that will please him. And by pleasing him, automatically we can get out of this rut. There is no lifetime. Every person has to have some suffering. We may accept it, may not accept. That does not change the reality. If not anything, just go and sit down in one of the huts, and by tomorrow morning you will know. Like we join in the morning for chanting. Everyone has to put odamus to sit there. जिस दिन भूल गया, like हमसे 3-4 दिन we are only itching, right? So even if you don't have any other suffering, there is something which is actually bothering you. I'm sorry for taking so much time, but I hope you got the point that we are not the only doers, and Bhagwan is not the only other alternative on whom we can throw the ball. There are these many factors, and that's why that is karma. Vikarma is bad karma. Karma means whatever we have done. Akarma means when you stop that cycle itself. Karma can be stopped. So we know about karma. Now we can't think that oh we are helpless. We have already committed a lot of sins. हमको भुगतना ही पड़ेगा. नहीं है. Once we come into devotional service, you start doing actions which are conducive to Krishna. That everything that is in consonance with Krishna, it becomes akarma. Means uska koi, there is no other karmic balance which is getting created. And the past sins also, he is mercifully, he is actually extinguishing them. He tells that in Bhagavad Gita that he is extinguishing everything. Yeah. But that does not give us a reason to commit more sins in future. When we stop committing sins, not committing in future, but sincerely request surrender. That is one. But all that will come in future this month. But this was only an attempt so that your doubts don't remain as doubts and you feel that अच्छा ये तो इसका मुझे आंसर नहीं मिलने वाला है. नहीं है, हर चीज़ का आंसर है. SSR में थोड़ा है, भगवद गीता में और ज़्यादा है, भागवतम में पूरा है. Everything has answers and very very elaborate answers in our scriptures. We are only touching a particle of it. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Renunciation, knowledge.
Like good karma also. Like suppose you can say that. So many people think, okay, I can do pious acts. मैं किसी को जाके I can give clothes, I can give food. Okay. Example of this is if I am giving clothes. Next janam I am the bhikari. He is the person who is giving me clothes. Because you have created a karmic balance between that person and you. Once you have given, means there is a give and take relationship you have created. A bond has got created. So how can you change this to akarma? When you offer it to Krishna, that prasadam you are giving, then what will happen? He is also getting. What is prasadam? Mercy of Krishna. So when you are giving, it's not as if you are giving something. It is Krishna's mercy you are distributing. So what will happen? That person will also get some sukruti. Unknowingly, he will get some sukruti. Next time, he will not be a beggar. At least he will get an opportunity to be in a devotee family or probably join some SSR somewhere. I'm just giving that example. But are you able to relate that? Same, अगर आपने clothes दिया, अगर आपने पैसा donate कर दिया orphanage. Many people think that I am doing great charity. I have given it to orphanage. I have given it to old age home. But you are creating a karmic bond with every child who is going to utilize that money. And you have to take so many more births to negate this particular thing. The only way this one is you can probably distribute Bhagavad Gita. Or you can give prasadam. Nothing else. Then you don't want to give anything, you give prasadam to them.
But it is considered to be a good act, right?
It is good act. It is a fight, no doubt. It is giving you good karma. It will give you a better life. Whatever you are doing, but it will still keep you in this material world, in the cycle of birth and death. It's not. And once you have got birth, Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukha are a part of life. It can't be only one. I have done good acts only. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. Good acts में मैंने कहीं किसी को कोई beggar आया, I met the signal है, go ahead, get lost, ऐसे बोला, you have created a bad karma. So everything, it can't be like we are goody every minute. We are doing our bad karmas, knowingly, unknowingly also. So therefore, the only way you can do akarma is by engaging yourself in devotional service in this one. But उसके लिए time मेरे बोलने से आपको नहीं होगा. Your internally you have to get that inspiration. Nobody can make another person a devotee. We can only touch. मतलब it was meant for you. It was your destiny that you could just hear it from us. Krishna gave you an opportunity कि चलो सुन लो. उसके बाद अपना decision. Krishna himself is saying in Bhagavad Gita at the end to Arjuna, I have given you all the knowledge, but you have the free will. If you want, you can act on it. When he is giving an option to Arjuna, who are we to tell you what to follow? What we are doing is whatever he has said and whatever our Guru Parampara has given, we are just trying to propagate that information to you. So now you have all the resources available with you. अब उसके साथ क्या करना है? That is completely your free will. You don't have to follow anything that we are saying. We are just trying to propagate कि हमारे लिए what worked and what are the evidences available for it that this is a fact that will work. We accepting or not accepting does not change the reality.
So yeah, thank you very much, Mataji, for elaborate. For elaborate explanation.
I gave 20 minutes. I'm really
For
sorry for
elaborate
that.
explanation. As the song goes, Kabhi Khushi, Kabhi Gum. It's a part, Prabhuji. It's a part of life. And I think most of the discussion, I think, all are relevant to the future sessions only. What I could say.
But if you now understand, you can also, the future sections becomes interesting, or also you will be able to get more answers from them. You will get more examples from the sessions.
And you know what, Prabhuji? The thing is, and it's very true also, and if you sincerely desire, Kyara bhai, every Saturday session, in the, what is this, it's little becoming boring. Then Krishna will slowly, he knows how to take you away also. I mean, there is no force. If you're really having the desire, some interest, as I said, no, even a person who's born in Uganda also will be given an opportunity for self-realization. It's not only ISKCON people have to go to ISKCON, Uganda and preach. No. It can be Christianity or anything. He will be given an
He
opportunity.
will send all unknown friends, relatives, everybody home at 6 o'clock on Saturdays. If he understands कि why am I going? Well, finished. You will get all the relatives at home.
And actually, it might be looking funny, but it's very real actually. Very real in the sense, sometimes it's very, probably in a negative sense I'm talking, sometimes its knowledge is not good also. In a way, now you will be known, right, how conscious you will be when you are going. It's not only me working, someone else is also watching. Though we might be putting our smiling faces in the satsang, we will be showing our best face to our, in our satsang when we are interacting with other devotees. But we know what kind of chalu or what kind of shakunis we are. I mean, I don't know, though it might be sounding funny, but try to introspect within us. How many negatives are there within us? For sure, I am 100% convinced. I am completely convinced how much jealousy, how much envy I was having when I was there. We say going back home, back to Godhead. So we were there at one time. So all this jealous, lust, anger, and greed, all were there against Krishna. That's the reason why I am here. I am able to sense it because I still have those. I still have those. And if we introspect, we will also finding. While interacting with you, Prabhuji, you are very nice, Prabhuji. I might be saying, but internally, who knows what kind of chatta, probably my wife might be knowing a little better than you all. I mean, it's not only individual, each and everyone now. If you get this knowledge, you will be always conscious that yes, there is someone who is watching me, whatever the bullshit things I am doing.
Scriptures or shastras give us the shastra
Chakshu.
So you are standing in between Zenith, all the buildings are looking very big. So imagine that you are the person and these are all your problems. So if you are seeing from the ground level, everything will look big to you. But with the Shastra Chakshu, you are on a plane above this. When you are going on a plane, how does Zenith look? Matchboxes, right? So every problem will start looking minuscule. And then it will not give you that much of anxiety and pain, and that there is one feeling of a heaviness in the heart which otherwise we were getting. वो नहीं आता. Because now you have a bigger paradigm under which you are actually seeing things.
It's a pessimism in a way, one way, but the thing, once you get this knowledge of how conscious, you will tune your actions accordingly, right? When any action, Prabhuji, even you can quote a lot of questions saying that, Prabhuji, professional life, how it works and all, you might be quoting a lot of things, but even in the professional life also, you can be that conscious also, without going against the scriptures. Because if you are, anyway, that's it. I know it's got dragged a little bit. So I think, yeah, that's a good discussion what we had. So can we continue with our next session, or do you want another recap? I hope not, right? Yeah. So we'll continue with our next session, that is Secrets of Death. Very interesting session, very pessimistic session, very, I don't know, a lot of people think that kids should not attend to these sessions. I feel kids should attend to this session. My kids, I think they were around 6th, 7th class and 3rd or 4th class, they attended these sessions. So it's not a negative topic, Prabhuji and Mataji, it's a very positive topic. And art of living happy is not important. More important is the art of how to live happy is more important. Okay, so kindly attend the session on Secrets of Death. We will see a lot of things. What actually initiates death process, and all these things we see. Okay, and today I think we are having a couple of birthdays, I believe, right? Huh? Manaswini.
Girls, right? Then?
Wow. Oh, how could you do that?
He wants to be scientist. So he can do it.
Sai and Manaswini. Dhanalakshmi Mataji. Kamya Mataji is mother, kada? Yeah. Yeah. So. Sorry, mother-in-law. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Mother-in-law. Yeah. Amrita Mataji's mother and Kamya Mataji's mother-in-law. It is very strange, right? Both in-law, I mean, generally it's not a good thing, no? My
Common
sister,
thing,
common thing. It's a common. It's not a common thing to have sister and sister-in-law both so bonded, right? Yeah, very very nice to see. But, rarely we see, no? Is it a taboo? I mean, I don't know. We can call it as a taboo. Casey only. Wow, that's. What Mataji? Distributed Mataji. No, I'm Krishna. I mean, how great is, no? When Krishna is making this happen, you know.
Krishna can make a
Sister-in-law
sister-in-law
come together. Yes, yes,
mother-in-law, sister-in-law.
yes. That's good. That's good. So Prabhuji and Mataji. So yeah. Anyway, we have completed the recap session, but we need to understand what is the goal of human life. Our goal of human life is to go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, that's our goal. So try to now contemplate on this statement: going back home, back to Godhead. What is this? Please think about it. Okay. So first we will do Narsimharti, then we will celebrate birthday babies and boys coming here, and
Mataji.
huh?
And Mataji. Birthday celebration Mataji.
Mataji, yeah. Birthday Mataji, birthday baby Prabhu, birthday baby Mataji. Everyone will come and stand here and do the cake cutting. Are the cakes there, Shanti? Cakes are there, yeah. Okay, so we will we'll stop the session recording.